All right, what's going on? Today I want to talk about a spec project that I shot recently for a donut shop called Cosmic Donuts, and they're a local shop in St. Petersburg, Florida. So yeah, we had the opportunity to work on this project. We wanted to have fun with this. That was our main goal. So yeah, the kid that we got to be our main character, his name is Carter. Carter is Josh's, my assistant director, son. So yeah, we got him to be our main character, and he plays the kid.
Let me tell you about Cosmic Donuts. Their donuts are out of this world. We're about to head out.
So the story is about a kid overhearing his dad talk about this donut shop called Cosmic Donuts. He overhears the dad say those donuts were out this world. He wants to be an astronaut. So hearing that these donuts are out this world, that kind of kicks his imagination into overdrive, and he wants to go to this place that's outer space. Really fun, simple idea, and special thanks to Godox for sending over a few lights for us to use in this commercial. So yeah, all the lights that were used, they were Godox lights. I'm very fortunate that companies that I actually use are willing and interested in sending me stuff to use. So I got my phone on a tripod right here just so I can, reference the video. So essentially in this video, I want to talk about my favorite scenes, give you guys context on why I made certain decisions. One of my favorite images and scenes in this commercial, I got a lot of questions about this one too, is the bedroom scene. When I posted the frames on Instagram, I got a lot of questions on specifically the scene where Carter runs and he jumps on the bed. Let's start with the lighting. So of course we use Godox lights. For this scene, we use the Godox VL150. I use a Fresnel attachment on that VL150. And I really just spotted that light to hit Carter more on the body and a lot on the bed. As you can see, it's a little hotter on the bed. But I wanted to create just a nice edge and also just a hotter spot where Carter will land on his mark. And for the second light, I used the FL150S LED light mat. And I used that just bare LED, and I shot that through a nice diffusion. That LED mat just right through that sheet of diffusion really softened it up, gave him a nice wrap on his face, just bringing that light towards the window side all the way to the shadow side. It was just a nice wrap. When we moved in for the close-ups, of course, we moved that light in and we just kind of shifted and manipulated that same lighting setup for most of the shots, honestly. I really like those light mats from Godox. That LED light panel is so thin, you can really get it in some unique places, in cars, and just you can mount it, you can gaff tape it, it's so light. The VL150 Godox light, I've been using that for around 2 years now. That light is my go-to, and it's pretty strong. Yeah, I love that light. It's well reviewed, so you can just search it up on YouTube. I really wanted the production design and the color palette and the wardrobe. I wanted these things to pull most of the weight. So yeah, when we were looking for props, posters, and just set design, I really kept a color palette in mind. Yeah, I really wanted to stick to that color palette and different textures, and of course he wants to be an astronaut, so we wanted to stick to that theme of space. A lot of that stuff, like the nuanced stuff of set design and color palette and wardrobe, these things really are a huge part of creating interesting and good images, in my opinion. They're as important as the lights you use and how you light. The location also had just beautiful wood. The texture of the wood was just beautiful, not let alone the color of the wood really played a big part as well. So let's move on to my next scene that I feel like is my favorite. the next scene I want to talk about is the car scene. Well, let's say the spaceship scene. So we're in Carter's imagination here. In pre-production, I thought about how could I light his face and bring some level onto his face when he's wearing a helmet. And I remember watching YouTube or it was something about a director shooting Interstellar, or it might have been Mission Impossible, but they had to wear a helmet, and they came up with this solution of putting some LEDs inside of their helmet. That was the first thing that popped into my head when thinking about how could I key Carter or just bring a little bit of interest inside of his helmet. So yeah, I end up putting some LEDs inside of the helmet. Very makeshift, not the highest quality way to do it, but we got it done, and I think it played really well. So yeah, outside of the LEDs inside of his helmet, we got that RGB look straight out of the Godox TL180 light tube. I'm really happy that Godox sent over this light tube. It's such a versatile tool to have, and it's a really quality light. And out of light tubes, you usually get that wide spread of light. The control interface is really dope. I'm actually using the light tube to light my face right now. I'm kind of bouncing it off of a wall near me, but yeah, that's besides the point. We lit this scene with the light tube. Yeah, we had Anthony, my AC, we had him just rock the car that he was in, and those were definitely natural reactions that you see out of Carter. He was having too much fun with this scene, just shaking the car. Yeah, I added a little bit of camera shake in post-production. You have a rocket ship scene. Next couple scenes that I had a lot of fun with shooting was the moon landing, or the moonwalk, zero gravity looks. I shot this in 120 frames per second. We used that TL180 on far side of camera, just one light. So when you see Carter walk up, he looks up at the cosmic donut sign. But yeah, we used the TL180 to just mimic what the cosmic donut sign was, giving that blue light. So yeah, we just amplified that blue light with that TL180. The LEDs inside of his helmet really played a lot, especially with the posture of Carter when he looks up. The LEDs inside of his helmet really just keyed him well and gave him a nice shape on his face. If you look in the background, we have some nice bokeh going on, and that bokeh was from some nearby stores. The lens I was using, I had it opened up to like a T1. Of course, you're gonna get those nice big bokeh in the background that I think looks amazing. If you look in his eyes, he has some really nice eye lights going on. And in front of the lens, I use the glass polarization so we can see through his visor. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about those scenes really quick. Special thanks to Godox. Godox is a really great company. They make really great products for a great price. If you're a beginner filmmaker who might not have that much of a budget for these expensive film lights, I would definitely check out Godox. And if you've been in the game, Godox is a company that makes really great quality lights. Yeah, so shout out to Godox. Thank you for sponsoring this video. I definitely encourage filmmakers to reach out to their local shops and local businesses that might need a cool commercial shot. Definitely reach out and try to shoot something that you think is dope and have some fun with it, and I think that was our goal for this project, was just to have some fun. Small crew, nothing too big, and we're just trying to make something that we think is dope, and have some fun. Not put too much pressure on each production as if, you would when you have a client, and clients are always approving and disapproving things that you might want to do, but, of course they don't, because they have all these politics that they have to deal with. So shooting projects like spec projects that, you have full control over, it's always fun, and they definitely help spark some inspiration and inside, and you never know, it might help you with the client projects. And it just helps you keep going as a cinematographer, as a creative, period. Yeah, so I definitely encourage you guys to shoot more spec projects. Have fun with it. And yeah, so carry on.